to InfraGenX, our innovative solution born out of the hackathon spirit designed to revolutionize infrastructure management. Basically, we have abstracted one more layer of infrastructure as code to infrastructure as sketch, where user only need to sketch and the infrastructure is generated automatically. Okay, so I will give a quick demo of our project by making a EC2 instance to run in a virtual private cloud with a elastic IP. Okay, so firstly, we will use AWS as a cloud provider. Okay, so I created a virtual private cloud. Now I will put a public subnet here in which my VPC will be, in which my EC2 will be placed. Okay, I created a subnet here. It will be a public subnet. First of all, I will draw the whole infrastructure as soon as I can. Okay, so here I'll place this. Now EC2 is in the public subnet. Now I will associate elastic IP with my EC2. Okay, so it will be associated via connecting it through a line. Okay. Now for the communication part, I will use my internet gateway, which will route all the traffic to the outside world. Okay, let me place it here. Okay, and for traffic management, I will use a route table for routing. Now this route table will be linked to the internet gateway, and this will be linked to public subnet. And now one more thing, I will add a security group for my EC2 instance. Okay, so I place a security group also here. Now I'll just give some details of all the services it has. So I use VPC. I proceed to enable this VPC. I will give it a serial number 16, save the configuration. I move to submit. For let me fix. It is basically showing inside. Security VPC. I will create a submit. I will submit. Serial number 80 submit. It is in public. It will not ID. Yes. That can take my Now I will configure my EC2 server and it will get information. Please have a look at VPC. Now last I have already introduced EC2 server given a name. Let me call it my last time. It is in VPC. Domain. Save configuration. Then what I have to do is let's start. I will proceed. Routing will automatically use internet gateway. Just name it and get local analysis and edit for routing. Now all the internet gateway will name automatically displayed in this folder. I'll simply use that folder and save the configuration and move to security. I'll name it as my VPC. Okay, this is my server. Security. Okay, I'll get an address unit. It will be VPC. So to go to that, from 480, I'll get a serial access. Now this I'll not define any issue. So I can just put all the architecture infrastructure structure of it become data required. Okay. Now simply what I will just export this infrastructure. A code will be available to the user. Okay, so I have just having an infrastructure.zip. So this is the file which is created by the infrastructure. I basically have to run this file so that all my services are deployed successfully on AWS. Okay, so first command for deployment is data from. I have to initialize it. It may take a while for initialization. The project is initialized successfully. Now I'll just validate the generated Terraform code. So it is valid configuration. I will just plan all the things are right or not. So basically plan gives all the resources which were being utilized and all the services need to be deployed on the cloud. So basically currently 9 services as we have built the infrastructure are there containing security group, network, all that stuff. I'll just simply deploy the cloud. Okay, so my code is okay, so all the services are deployed on the cloud and all of them are linked as I have shown in this diagram. Now let us check the status. Okay, so here as you can see, my EC2 is created and public IP is also allocated to Google. Now, as you can also see, an elastic IP is also associated with this IP, which I have just used in this configuration. Structure being deployed on AWS. First of as you can see, my EC2 instance is created here, and the elastic IP will also be attached to it. Like this is attached as in the diagram. I have shown elastic IP is being assigned to EC2. It is also looking forward for the here. Let me show you the elastic IP which is created. It will be my EIP. This is the name which EIP is created. Further, no security groups. Here, this is the security group that I created. This is my web security group, as here mentioned. It is linked with this VPC. Okay, so this is okay. So this is my VPC. So security group is pointing to my VPC, and EC2 is in the security. EC2 is using that security group. Okay. Okay, so let me show you the configuration of this. Here, I've added an inbound rule here, so that will be reflected. I've added an HTTP TCP 8080, so this is reflected here also. Now, other thing, I've added the route table that will be available in VPC. So, and route table will be here. Okay. So route table is also created here, which is linked to my VPC. That is my VPC. Okay. So, and this route table is also linked with my internet gateway. So here, public IP is created, which is in my VPC, and it is linked with my routing table. Okay, so as you can see, my whole infrastructure is deployed here with a simple I have sketched and provided some basic details, and my infrastructure is available to me here. Also, you can see for route table, it is as linked with my internet gateway. So basically, route table of basically one of the route data defined is this, and it is linked with my internet gateway that I basically this internet gateway with which it is linked. It is following the CID law. Okay. So all things are perfectly at their place as they are supposed to be. This is basically very tremendous and very good approach. Moving towards how I can destroy this whole infrastructure in a second, what I have to do is basically here I have to run this. All the 9 resources that are created are deployed in less than 2 minutes. So it is really amazing that I created whole infrastructure using Sketch. It is deployed in few minutes and also destroyed in few minutes. That's basically the power of our service in InfraSketch. So basically now my Elastic IP, my instances, all are gone. All the services I created are not here on AWS. Here you can see these EC2 instances are being terminated. All my network Elastic IP security groups are also terminated from here. No security. Okay. So this is at the side of cloud provider, the post local infrastructure. So I will demonstrate the local infrastructure using the Kubernetes. I basically created a project. I will just select it up from my project list. Yes. Yes. Okay, so here this is the Kubernetes architecture that I have developed. So basically, what is here is I have created these services which are basically responsible for running a MongoDB cluster and basically accessing that cluster using Mongo Express. This is my ingress used for as an internet gateway here, which is basically or basically you can say reverse proxy, other reverse proxy here, and here this is my secret and config command. Other side I have created a WordPress deployment, which is and all these two deployments are served using this ingress. So basically, this is my ingress and all the configuration like routing table, mongo.com is running on /route here, and also the rule2 is WordPress.com, which is running on this route. And all these services are linked like secret. All the secrets with all the deployments which are linked with this secret are able to access the content of this secret which are written there. This is my Mongo deployment. This is my Mongo Express deployment. Similarly, these services are exposed, not externally exposed. These are internal services. And this is Mongo Express service, which basically communicates with my ingress. Similar goes for the WordPress. And WordPress, what I've used is MySQL. And MySQL is using a persistent volume for creating the database state persistent over the crashes of the hops. Okay, so basically, I will just export this infrastructure, and a zip is available to me of this infrastructure. Let me see. Okay, so what basically flow happens is by this, the whole infrastructure is first validated, and if it is all the configurations are correct, then only the code is generated for it. Okay. Files, YAML files are generated automatically. Okay, so let me start it. So to start this, basically, let me get all the nodes which are currently active. So basically, these are all the deployment. Like my Mongo deployment, 2 replicas are created, as you can see here in this code. This is my Mongo deployment. This is my Mongo deployment. I have 2 replicas which are created for it. So basically, where is that going? This. So basically, 2 Mongo deployments are created, similar for Express, and all the services are also created like Mongo Express service, Mongo service, MySQL, WordPress, and similar for like if I show you the ingress. So ingress is also created. This is my ingress and having 2 routes, mongo.com and WordPress 123.net. Okay, so let me test one of those routes. If I test here mongo.com. Okay, so basically it has just started a Mongo. It is just asking me for password. Okay, so this is, as you can see, the cluster deployment of Mongo service is being successful. So how much easy it is to manage all the infrastructure using the sketch. The code is auto-generated. No worries for writing the YAML files on your own. Just have the infrastructure and all the things are behind working perfectly. Thanks for thanks for seeing this video until the end. If you are having some feedback towards this project, please let me know your responses. Thank you.